people, my name is Rage, and welcome all to some more Rebirth, and today, we are going to be getting our Cain on. Now, admittedly, the reason for that is because I just don't think I'm ready to give you another chance, Eve, and we just played Boo. Apparently, Blue Babby is now a beatboxer, which, you know, I heard he's got stone cold rhymes, because he's a corpse. He's dead. Either way, for some reason I'm playing as Judas. Good start to the video. Okay, I may be a little bit unfocused at the moment. Probably should sort that out. How did I even manage that? Okay, so at least we get the basement, which does make me happy. Did you guys know that I'm not a big fan of the cellar? I know I've never gone on about that before, like, ever, but I thought I'd inform you. Coughing fit aside, I actually do really like Cain, because, as I said, the eye patch look, I like it, and I love that he's got a golden foot. I think there's some things in life that really are enhanced by the addition of a golden foot, and Cain knows that. Also, in true Cain fashion, that was really now, game. Well, here's hoping for something that will allow me to at least make use of the massive amount of health on this floor. My word. What is that? What is that expression? Like, can I just ask, genuinely speaking, I was so excited that I was going to get that tinted rock for free because of Sloth that I actually just stood there and accepted that I was going to take damage. I think that's probably the theme of today, isn't it? But yeah, what is my word? Okay, what is this word? What word is it? What word is it that we are referring to when someone does utter the phrase "my word"? What is your word? My word? Instantaneously. You may ask why. I think instantaneously is the best word in the English language. I think it's really good fun to say instantaneously. Like, I demand my powers be gifted to me instantaneously. You feel kind of good saying it. And also, I like the irony factor in that it's a really long word to say, but it means something really, really quick. I mean, the quickest you can physically get, instantly. And that, I like that. As far as loving language goes, and I think you should love language. There's a lot of good stuff you can do with language. A lot of the greatest things that have ever happened to humanity have been achieved through the power of speech. So yeah, I like instantaneously. If you guys had to come up with a favourite word, the one that rolls the nicest off your tongue, the one that you most enjoy saying, I'd love to hear it. See what kind of wordsmiths we do have going on. This guy really does need to die. Ooh, more spiders! I just love spiders, I really do. It sucks being terrified of spiders, like having actual arachnophobia, because they're everywhere. And more health, lovely. That's okay, tough love is a pretty... yeah, to be fair, I'm happy with tough love. It's a pretty damn good item. The damage multiplier when you actually get a tooth shot is wonderful. I also don't give a just even slight damn about taking any form of damage on this floor, as we have all the health in the world to come back for, and we do have another tinted rock to claim. So this run going rather well so far, if I had to assess it, and I of course do. Tough love there, taking out that fly. Not actually necessary for a fly, but it is nice to see it actually happening. I always think the disadvantage of having an item that kind of occasionally fires, although it did really well on that champion, is that you kind of see it fire a lot when you constantly fire. You see it happen, and you're like, oh, that could have been on an enemy, so I'm not going to constantly fire. But it's still technically really effective to constantly fire, because you're going to likely end up hitting something. So the secret room is either on my left or on my... oh wait, no, that was the super secret I found. So yeah, the normal secret. Do I go left? Do I go right? I am going to go for left. Ha! There we go. And 2 keys for our trouble. I think we're totally cool to use Bob's Rotten Head to open a secret room over using it for damage on the boss, just because it's not a crazy amount of damage. and it's a first floor boss. It's not going to be that difficult, even if I do instantly walk into a plain zombies tiers, and really, I think we're going to be fine. Using Monstro's Tooth against Monstro, there's a certain delicious irony to that. Though I think if you try and fight anyone using that person's own body part is a little bit ridiculous. Like dual-wielding someone's arms to repeatedly slap them, I can imagine that being quite the insult. And I love the damage each Monstro's Tooth is doing. It is a really, really nice amount, but I just gotta keep hitting him with them. Hopefully we get a nice item, the nail, the screw, toothpicks, anything that's just a nice damage upgrade. I would much prefer to straight health, at least at this stage in the game. Although probably early in the game is when you most want health, right, as opposed to later on, so I don't know. I do love that every Isaac run does begin with a certain, that's fine, speed and range up is okay. I love that every Isaac run does begin with a certain air of hope, that every run has the possibility to be ridiculous and awesome, and I think that's one of the real appeals of the game, and certainly why I am so heavily addicted to it. Okay, we got an angry spider. He's going to be coming straight at us, but fortunately we are moving at breakneck speed right now. Actually, yeah, we are moving crazy fast. We don't really have that much speed up, so we're already gunning it. So that is potentially dangerous later on, whereas for now it's kinda only helpful, I would say. There is very few situations in which I would need to slow down, but I guess sometimes you do just gotta slow down, stop and listen, among other things that I'm not quite sure. So we do have our item room and plenty of keys with which to access it, so that is good news. Just quickly clear out this room, shouldn't be too difficult. I really want to get Godhead so badly. I feel like I'm disadvantaging myself every single run by not really caring about devil deals because I want Angel. And Brother Bobby, not ideal, really. Brother Bobby, Sister Maggie, neither of them really do anything for me. I'm just not into them. I followed their career for a while, and they've just never done anything for me. As you can see, guys, and this is also the reason why my win streak is back to 0, I have been farming money for the shop, so I have reached the 200 upgrade, which is really, really nice. Basically, to farm money, I kind of do the first 2 floors as Judas or Azazel, put in everything that I have and kind of repeat. It's kind of effective, a little bit kind of, because sometimes I get a really nice run and I'm like, kind of want to finish this, but you know, I'm on a mission here, just because I really want to get to some of the cool items that you get from the shop. I feel like I'm missing out on some severely fun times. We're going to use Bob's head to get to this chest, and again, health that we cannot take. At least we're not Blue Baby, so it's not as much of an insult as it could be, most certainly, but still, I feel like occasionally this game very much likes to take the mickey. And it's not often that I say something likes to take the mickey. It's not often I like saying Mick's name in vain. I don't know who this Mick is, of whose Mickey we do Mick, but that's not the point, alright? That is not the point. It's the same difference that I don't know why Larry is our measurement for happiness. I mean, Larry must have had a pretty fulfilling life. There's a lot of things like that, and I think it's just, again, another quirk of language. So yeah, there's not much to talk about Isaac-wise on the early floors, is there? So we can kind of just afford to have a mind wander, have some fun. We do get a tinted rock along with a key, so that works out really nicely for us. Secret room pretty much guaranteed to be here, given the floor layout, and we do grab a load of money. Nothing in the shop I really did want, so I'm content to just take this to the next floor, and we're going to have a pop at our boss here. Yeah, I'm pretty content to get Larry Jr. Even a champion one is absolutely fine. A tough love should see him slain pretty damn quickly. Come on. Come on. I believe. Yep. Okay. Hey! Just thought I'd walk into him there. Duck damage to a Larry Jr. I am very, just very sorry. Is Larry a boss? Because Larry Jr., I feel like Larry should be a boss. Maybe it is, and I'm really, really bad at memory, which of course you all know I am. My memory is abhorrent, but I feel like Larry himself should be. Oh, that is very much I mean, you kind of gotta. That is the kind of devil room that you give up angel rooms for, isn't it? Dark Bum, you're coming with us. The Pact, you're coming with us. Yeah, we're down to no red hearts, but we have very much potential here. That was a great sentence. Very much potential. And I'm still on 9 minutes and we're on basement 2, which actually isn't kind of ideal. I really need to speed this along. I just want to give Dark Bum this final hack, because I would obviously love to eventually end up in a boss rush, but it may not happen. You gotta just play it by ear. Now, Cain actually does need the dark room, so it kind of pains me to have to go there. I have a lot of bad memories in that place. I really do. You could say dark memories. No, but I'm going to try very much speeding this up now. Though I don't think I'm getting from caves to Mum in 10 minutes. I really don't. We'll have a look in here and then be incredibly disappointed with what we end up finding. Very much so. But you cannot win them all. And I think we got a very lucky devil room, so I'm fine with that. I really am. Envy, however, very irritating. Wish we could bomb our way out of here. We're going to try and get through him as fast as possible, which, you know, is kind of pointless. It's like saying we're going to melt this glacier as fast as possible. You might be doing it as fast as possible, but it's still going to take a fair amount of time. Though, actually, it's going reasonably well. Our speed really helping us out here. And yeah, actually, we got through Envy pretty damn quick. Normally, Envy is so irritating, but that wasn't too painful. Could we have bombed into a secret room to get out of that? Potentially we could have done. 2 gold chests. I think it's just asking for the boss rush not to happen, because there's just a lot of potentially good stuff for just exploring and seeing what I can find here, which I'm okay with, because I do like a good bit of exploration in Isaac, but I also hate not doing the boss rush on people that I need the boss rush on. I feel like it's my duty to at least attempt it. But you never know, our run could exponentially speed up. I am definitely going to take a wealth of health because, of course, I am rocking the Dark Bum, which will result in a wealth of health transferring into a wealth of spirit, which is absolutely ideal. And goodbye to you, Bob's Rotten Head. Yes, please. Lovely. And nothing going on there. Cannot even blow up my customary 3 skulls. We're going to go find the item room real quick. That is of paramount importance. That actually went... No, every single time I walk into this room layout, I'm like, oh, I'll probably survive the first hit by standing next to the door. And every single time, I'm disappointed that that doesn't work and I end up taking damage from a bombfly. I don't know why I keep kidding myself in that regard. I really do not. Okay, well, this is a nice, quick room. And we get... Ooh, the D10. Do I really want to reroll enemies? Honestly, while I think it's potentially really good, I have really bad luck with it. I really do. And I feel like it's a really bad decision to keep Bob's Rotten Head, of all things, over rerolling enemies. But for me personally, I think it's just kind of worth it. I'm not going to bother with the pills. I would rather wait for another shop, and we are going to move on with our lives, but not before we have a go. 25 coins. Our donation machine is going to be very much pleased with us, and our boss fight is mega fatty, which is totally okay. That move is not too damaging. We just got to watch out for his instant... We just gotta watch out for his instant leaps, get hits by instant leap. He just seems to come crashing down very quickly. It feels like, I kind of walked in the direction he was landing there, it feels like if you're not moving when he leaps, then he is landing on you. It seems like the gap at which you're allowed to avoid him is very low. And it always freaks me out just a little bit, but fortunately we have no red hearts to lose, and should still get ourselves a potential devil room. And we do indeed, as well as getting some rotten meat. Triple red chest is fine. Guppy's fly hive, Bad trip, that's annoying. Guppy's Fly Hive, however, I will take over Bob's Rotten Head. That is definitely a superior item, and we are going to move on. Hopefully I've not missed anything, but I am still trying to make reasonably good time, but it's not really happening. I mean, I'm on 13 minutes. I'd need to be on the floor before. Actually, you may as well get a army of flies going on here. Have a look what's in there. 2 normal chests, that's fine. Kinda miss those gold chests, but it would have just taken simply too long to actually acquire them, so we're just not going to do that. I have a setup that's really strong, but it requires time invested. Like, even then, I just was like, he's gonna die before he touches us, and he just simply didn't. Health up, really nice to get there. Hopefully we get to our item room soon, and hopefully we are pleased with the contents. I always hate Curse of Darkness specifically. I think it's one of the more irritating, if ineffectual, curses. Because granted, it doesn't have any tangible negative effects, but the impaired vision often is really, really bad. We will use 2 keys on grabbing that, just because we do have a surplus of them. Another load of Larry Juniors. This is like the Larry Junior Spectacular all up in here. Now I just imagine him in a circus, and while I would definitely pay to see that, I'd probably also be a little bit disturbed afterwards. Reminds me of when I was younger. I was once in a circus. No, I wasn't in a circus. I was once watching a circus performance where camels jumped over horses, and that whole thing was rather amusing to me. The horses looked really unhappy about the whole affair, though. They really look very disappointed that this is kind of what they had been reduced to. And honestly, I can't blame them. I really can't. A black heart, pretty nice to get there. This room, not a problem. And we have found our boss room, which is good, but at the same time, I always kind of like finding the item room before the boss room, because then I'm not tempted to do the boss without the item. Whoa, didn't really even see you. I'm glad your tears have glow-in-the-dark qualities. Lovely. We are moving so quick here. And may as well, 15 minutes, caves 2. You know what? I'm going to slow down. I'm going to accept that the boss rush is simply not going to happen on this run. I'm pretty powerful, but not powerful enough. Spiders from Dark Bomb, the nerf. It hurts to see you in such a lowered state, my friend. It really does. I still love you, though. I still do. And I hope we can continue to at least be friends. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Alrighty. Cool. Extra bit of health. I guess I should take health while I am missing some health. It's just a guaranteed health restore instead of a potential one from Mr. Bum over there. But I don't know. And item room. I'm okay with the Ouija board. Spectral tears are quite useful, especially... Oh my god, look at me! Talking of camels, I actually kind of look like a camel from the side. That's kind of freaky. So we do have the health restore. We're going to do that. We are going to spend some time jamming our donation machine, which, because we have this much money, will of course jam, yep, there we go, pretty quickly. It is kind of annoying when that happens, and we have I Can See Forever, so we may as well explore the rest of the floor. We are getting to the point where I'm going to be starting to do some very specific, I am only going for the boss rush here runs, but I think they're going to be especially fun, because I really do enjoy them. So we found the lemon pie pill. We can now finally take the time to get this golden chest, which I don't have a key for. That's a very good point. Ooh, Guppy's collar. So that is 2 of our free Guppy items acquired. That is really nice. I mean, honestly, it's kind of... Well, I mean, it just is the least effective of all the Guppy items, assuming you're not going to die. And you probably should generally assume you're not going to die on any given run. That was tactical damage. That room, a little bit annoying. I think we can all agree. It did require tactical damage there. But yeah, Guppy's collar, objectively the worst Guppy's item, and it has this habit of only reviving you when you've lost the run beyond redemption, and it just like keeps reviving you to have more pain. But then when you really need it to revive you, when it would be great, it's just like, nah. I feel like it's a massive troll item. And in this chest, that was definitely worth it. So yeah, pretty content with how things are going. Let us go face our boss. And we get Megamore. I'm okay with Megamore. We should damage him quite quickly. Get my dodge on with his fire. I did take a little bit of damage there. I hate dodging circular stuff because my eyes can't really focus. I'll admit I'm in a little bit of a strange mood at the moment, and that's probably not conducive to effective Isaac playing, but Jesus Juice is completely fine. So let's move on to the next floor, which is going to be Necropolis. I will remember that and come back if we do find a surplus of keys. Definitely potentially good. Oh yeah, I do have Spectral Tears, don't I? That's that right there is the disadvantage of speed. Just a slight tap upwards sending you so far makes it very difficult to dodge those narrowly split shots. A black heart now. The slight buff that did come with the nerf making itself known there. They're supposed to be very rare from Mr. Dark Bum, so I feel like it's a good sign that we did end up getting one. I would love some look up, which as Cain is probably not something you entirely do need, but it will, of course, make my Monstrose Tooth Shot appear a lot more frequently, and that is no bad thing. Hello, Hollow. How are you doing? Pretty good. The more damage I get, of course, the more effective Guppy's Hive becomes. Though I don't know. I started out loving Guppy's Hive, the fly generation, and it's still a great item, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it becomes less effective over time as an Isaac player, and I don't really know how to quantify that being a thing that I've noticed, but I feel like it's 4 flies. I mean, in a normal room they kill 4 enemies for you, that's great, but later on against bosses, not much. I feel like you need stupid high damage for them to consistently stay relevant. That's what I'm gonna say here. And we do get a heart from that. Ah, wow, okay, we get Ghost Baby from some skulls. That is really nice to see. And kind of an irritating room here, actually. Very, very irritating. We'll get rid of the other infamy, and lovely. Bomb for bomb with a potential trapdoor. I will accept that. That probably would have got the secret room if it was there. At least, I hope so. Probably could work on my bomb placement just a little bit. Spectral Tears actually being surprisingly helpful in that situation. And our shop. And do we want the damage up from the belt? I actually kind of want this, just because it will mean a lot more Guppy charges, or at least a lot more potential for them. But do I want the challenge up? I don't think I do, because it increases the chance of double boss normal rooms, and when, at least I think so, I think it has the same effect as taking wealth, but at what cost, although not as prominently. But I think, given we're going to the dark room, even if I slightly think that it increases the chance of annoying double boss rooms, the damage up is just not worth that. It's not a massive damage up from the champion's belt, so I am content to leave it be. Ooh. Is Tiny Planet potentially worth it on this run? It could be run ruining. It really, really could. But at the same time, I feel like I almost have the kind of items required to make it work. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I really want a Tiny Planet run to succeed, so I'm gonna go for it. I am. That is my entire plan here. And I think Spectral Tears make this a much more sensible option as well, because there really is nothing that will stop my tears from damaging people. I don't have to worry about random obstacles or anything. I can just genuinely float around the room, or walk as the case may be, and hope that my tears do end up in the correct place. Oh my god. These things are... This is so just... Well, okay, Tiny Planet, whenever you're ready, like, seriously. I guess you're actually supposed to face away from what you're going for, aren't you? Instead of towards, because it makes the Tiny Planet actually more likely to hit. which I can understand, because if you face forward, that happens, whereas if you face backwards, there's a lot more coverage behind you. I'm not sure if it's entirely true, but I can see the logic behind it. The bloat. Well, I mean, we want to get behind him as much as possible, and then avoid his eyes, which are doing quite a bit of work. And actually, orbiting tears is probably pretty nice for the bloat, because we can hit him without really getting too close to him. And obviously, getting close to the bloat, at least in the cardinal directions, is the biggest cause of taking silly damage to him. So I'm not too worried about this in general. I mean, there's a lot of random crap in the room right now, which does worry me. To be fair, I don't actually know if this champion version of the bloat even fires brimstone, but I don't think it's worth the risk to find out. Couldn't actually, well, there we go. I couldn't actually move anywhere there without taking damage because of the creep. We did really well to start with, and then just seemed to start taking a lot of damage out of nowhere. Like right now, I'm kind of trapped in that corner. I think flight would have made this infinitely easier, and I'm kind of just not seeing so many things. This has become kind of an impressive performance to a absolutely shocking performance. Like, I took most of my health there, but then again, I think the bloat is arguably one of the hardest bosses to get at practically any stage of the game. So, yeah, I don't want to make excuses because I really did play horrifically towards the end, but oh my god. Yeah, Krampus is nigh impossible to actually avoid properly with this kind of speed. You need the precision that moving slowly does afford you, I think, unless, you know, we have some serious distance on him, which we are doing, and the odd Monstrose Tooth shot is actually doing a lot of work. And Krampus's Rage, do I want that over the flies? I think I do. I think it has more immediate impact for me, especially in the immediate future. Because if we become Guppy, which is potentially kind of likely given what we've found so far, then the fly problem will be handled for me, because I'll have more than I know what to do with, especially with Tiny Planet. So I am content to take Krampus's Rage over keeping the Fly Hive. I really am. And it is nice to have, actually, the Ghost Baby and Brother Bobby, mainly because it gives me a frontal attack. A weak one, granted, but still technically a frontal attack, and I kind of do appreciate that. Do I want that tarot card? I don't think it's worth a key. I really don't, so I'm actually going to use my Lemon Party on this. It'll kill them pretty quickly, and it saves me taking a lot of unreasonable damage in what would have been quite an annoying room there. Still nothing from Dark Bum, as it stands. Technically, I could go to the shop, bomb out a load of money, pick up the money, and then try and convert it into health via the use of Dark Bum, which may be kind of a desperation tactic, I will definitely admit, but I still think kind of a viable one. That worked out okay. I don't know what I'm looking for here, I'm just kind of looking for something, if that makes sense. I feel like I need something at this point, and that's my main problem. I am definitely happy for Spectral Tears in a room like this, 100%. Just need a few Monstrose Tooth to actually end up hitting Mr. Super Wrath here, who is very much terrifying. I mean, he is not what you'd want to see actually in Bomberman, is he? Come on, Dark Bum! Still not a payout. Damn you all the way to hell, which is probably from whence you came. So our secret room has two major options, and based on that room is actually one major option. Super secret pretty much going to be a little bit difficult to find in a floor like this, so I'm not going to hold my breath, mainly because as a human I do need to breathe. Actually, I should probably play this. As Cain, I'm obviously incredibly likely to get good stuff out of it because of the Lucky Foot. So I probably, yeah, I mean, I will end up getting a nice, ooh, health up as well. Excellent. I'm glad I chose to do this. I think, oh, and a pretty fly! Forget how we can get pretty flies out of this. this is probably worth most of my money being poured into this. So yeah, slowing down I definitely think was a useful decision, and getting pretty flies with Tiny Planet, very good as well. We're going to just grab that, quickly waste a key there, like we like to do, and let Dark Bum go get that. And then immediately regret our decision by getting spiked in the face while avoiding the spider. So that is, of course, lovely. We're going to blow the blood bank up. Just, yep, there we go. Which results in health, which results in, you know, health. And it's quite a good system I've got going on, actually. Like a really, really good system. I'm kind of happy with it. So our secret room's not there either. Okay. I suppose on the left in here makes the next most amount of sense, and indeed it is, and another load of money, which does mean another load of health. Dark Bum, though, still not another payout, but that is fine. He must be very close to it, I imagine. There it is. Lovely. So a little bit of extra time spent on this floor really did benefit us, and definitely helped us recover from the bloating that we did receive. Bad trip. I guess I could save Bad Trip, assuming I go down to 1 heart and use it as the full heal. But I feel like if I end up in that situation, that is terrible. This, however, is something I'm very happy to see. Wow, I really lost it, did I? I mean, Fly Love would be nice, and yeah, that is very good. Go to town, Dark Bum. You may go to town on them completely. Go, go, go. And we do have all 3 pretty flies, which is nice. And some spiders for my trouble. That kinda does suck. Extra bombs is a-okay. To you, there we go. I hope we get some final piece of ultimate synergy with this. That's what I'd love. Something that really makes Tiny Planet a good choice here. Because as it is, I don't know. I'm moving too quick, and I'm not killing things too quick. And that's a recipe for disaster real fast. So we'll see what happens. We'll blow up the blood bank machine as we are out of money now. And again, half a heart, Dark Bum. No. We will save the arcade machines because the potential is huge, being that we are Cain, the only character I will happily play them on. This room is kind of a little bit ridiculous. I kind of just got to wait until things die, but that is all right. So this is, of course, Depths 2, which means I can't just quickly pop in the boss room and kill it, which does suck a little bit. Wow, a double payout there. Really, really nice to see. And I am going to blow this up as well, mainly because I don't think I'm going to be playing a blood bank at any point. Wow, this money into health, into spirit hearts, is a really nice system. Really good. Like, a lot better than it initially seems. And it initially does seem fantastic. It's like a triple item combo of awesome. I guess it's just a slightly weaker version of having Little Chad. But if I got Little Chad on top of this, I would be good to go on health for ages. And we now have a lot of Krampus's head to be using, which is obviously a good sign. And up here, we get a golden chest. We don't have any keys, though, but I will preemptively bomb it free, because I imagine we will be getting some throughout the course of the floor. It seems only right. I am very much happy for these 3 pretty flies, and we do get our key, though that is designed entirely for the item room before anything else. Oh god, killing these things with Tiny Planet is not ideal, is it? That is... whoa! Getting trapped in that corner there. A little bit of a misplay by me, but is to be expected. You kind of get too focused on watching the tiers go round, whereas you really should stop caring what your tiers are doing. Focus on dodging. I actually really want to speed down Pill. I am moving too quickly, and it's ridiculous. It is genuinely proving to be a problem, which kind of sucks. I'm going to use Krampus's head on that. I'm okay with it. It'll save some time, and we may as well grab Libra. Libra's not horrible. It's not the crazy synergy I would have liked with Tiny Planet, certainly not, but it's not horrible, and I think that's the main thing we got to realize. And of course it does solve our key problems in a fairly big way. Tears down does suck there, it really does. This pair of skulls gave us something good last time, and arguably as good as Ghost Baby. I mean, it depends what you're into, of course. But we shall see. BFFs, definitely going to be buying that. We do need to find the money for it. I'll be incredibly upset if we don't end up doing so, though we can go bomb 2 arcade machines, so I'm not too concerned. I love BFFs as an item, and it kind of makes me sad I got rid of Guppy's head now. Though, does it affect flies that you summon that way, or is it literally just your followers? And a lemon party pill is definitely superior to bad trip somehow, I'm thinking. Hollow's not a big problem. He goes around the room so fast that we just have to kind of walk around and he will eventually die. And we find our boss room. He's going to go in there and just go for me. Yep. Should have really seen that coming, shouldn't I? I fall for that every time I go in this room. And in fact, infinite keys. The game really heard my plea for keys here. And I'll admit, I am being carried very much by the combo of these items I have going on. If not for that, I don't think my damage would have been sufficient to keep me alive through everything. The one advantage, of course, of my crazy speed going on here, and another heart for my troubles. Vroom. I think that is the one time I don't mind that room, when I have that kind of speed. That is a lot of money, and that solves our shop problem, as well as giving Dark Bum a lot of tasty, tasty food, and now we are health capped. Anything going on in here? We do have the curse room, which is going to grant us, I guess it's upgrading the spirit hearts into black hearts. Do I care about this money? I mean, I may as well open all of them, just because they have a chance to have stuff. But it's not really necessary. But as we've not got the boss rush, there's no harm in taking our time and just chillaxing as we go about our day. There's no point feeding Dark Bum those hearts right now, as they're not going to do anything for us. And yeah, we're pretty much good. I don't actually need to play the arcade machines, do I? Because, I mean, what am I going to get? I've got pretty much anything I could want from them. I'm health capped. I guess Fly Love from the Coconut Man, as I like to call him, or Skull Man, I guess, is more accurate. Probably should remember to go to the shop. But it's not imperative. It's really not. BFFs, grow in size, my babies, is what I imagine was said. May as well spend 5 money to refill that black heart. And yeah, let's go face ourselves, Mother. Which is honestly not going to be too much of a difficult fight here. Even with Tiny Plamet. Tiny Plamet! And there we have Krampus's Rage doing a lot of the work for us. And by a lot of the work, I mean the entirety of the work. Wow, that's a lot of hearts there. That is a lot. And of course, we are heading to the dark room. Yeah, off we go. So, I don't know. I'm not actually confident that we're going to win this run. And the reason I'm not is because A, I'm playing a little bit badly, and B, our damage is horrific. If I didn't have Tiny Planet, if I resisted the urge to take it, which I seem unable to do, then potentially, because I can focus my damage, and that's alright. But what I can't do is blast through rooms, and you kind of need to blast through rooms in the dark room, because they are brutal. Even with this kind of health regen that I do have going on, we're not going to be finding money that often to make it work in the dark room. So I think this is all a battle of attrition here. I mean, even killing a non-fully boss Loki is really taking its toll there. This room, kind of irritating, though my Tiny Planet tears were kind of in the perfect rotation for him, which definitely makes me happy. Not entirely sure what damaged me there. Probably the creep from the brain. Kind of just forgot about it. And yes, come on. I know you want to. Try and kill me. There it is. One more time. One more time now, y'all. And there we go. So, when Monstrose 2 fits, I honestly do a really nice amount of damage, but it's making that happen. And we have no real control over it. So this is very much going to be a heavily luck-based run. I mean, that is a tinted rock. So I guess we should bomb it. I mean, it's health to come back to. Feel kind of bad that I'm leaving that there, but it does let us go in the curse room, which is a rarity for the womb. Normally playing 2 hearts is a very large price to pay, though I still do want to get the boss done first before I come back to this. Just because I'm worried the damage will somehow count despite not being red heart and therefore kind of impossible to. I'm also going to save Lemon Patty for the boss. And I'm actually just going to use Krampus's Rage to get through this room. We've got double charge. It's not a massive waste. It kind of counteracts the nerf to the item, actually. And there we go. And to be fair, our 2-tier firing friends are obviously a lot more powerful now that we have BFFs. Not crazy powerful, but they're actually tangible now. You can kind of feel them. They're not just tickling you. Did I just take damage from tiers? I've got 3 pretty flies. That's normally always just full-on damage block. Maybe it's because they were lobbed instead of fired straight at me. They do have differing mechanics. Come on, Cricket's head! Ah, the goat head is actually fine. It protects me from a lot of what Satan does. Someone said they will not charge at you if you are against a wall. Seems like that is wrong, but it's nice to at least know. And down they go. Maybe this isn't as hopeless as I'm actually thinking. I do seem to be chewing through these rooms with relatively good speed. I think Spectral Tears is a big contributor to that. But it's definitely an interesting run. And I like interesting runs. They are definitely among my favorites. Although this is kind of an irritating room. I wonder how many hands we're going to have to deal with. Only 2, it would seem, so that's okay. And there we go. There we go. Our boss room still eluding us. Though hopefully not for too long. I imagine it will be off here. Yep, there it is. These guys, a little bit annoying. You kind of got to really know what their range is, what they're capable of. Especially if they get a little bit too close to you. I have been ended by them a few times. Well, I've been heavily embarrassed by them. I wouldn't say ended. And death is not going to be a big problem, though he isn't something we can lemon party, which is disappointed. I just wanted to have a nice lemon party with death, and I'm not going to get that opportunity. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. So we do get a devil room, and we actually get ball of bandages, which replaces a fly. So you can't go to 4 no matter what. And a devil room, well, I mean, the thing is, I feel like I should take Whore of Babylon, because it's just going to instantly activate, right? Because I'm on 1 heart, and that's how it works. And the thing is, I'm getting so many non-red hearts that it's completely fine to do that. So I think I made a sensible decision there. I mean, they were the last 2 devil items that are likely going to be offered to me, so I probably should go for it. Gonna have to give up a black heart. Maybe shouldn't have got them right away to go in here, and we do get Sweet Suffering. So it's at least something for our efforts here. And boom. Oh, if he'd have paid out with a heart, saving us a black heart, that would have been really nice. But the thing is, we're still going to be on... Oh no, I lost, obviously, an extra one, and then... it's still completely fine, isn't it? Why doesn't it look like Whore of Babylon is triggered, though? That's what I'm not sure about. I'm positive it's 1 heart and it triggers. Maybe it's half a heart or not Eve. Maybe that's specifically what it is, so kind of wasted some health there, but either way, I don't think it's the end of the world. So let's move on, say hi to Satan once more, and then move on to face the heart, which is going to be quite the easy fight because of my orbitals and the way my damage is currently laid out. I mean, this is actually really good because of potential tarot cards. The safety cap, no. Piercing shots, no. We want the blood penny more than anything. That is fine. I really like these machines on Cain because it's just like a trinket dispenser. Callous Feet is really nice, but I think I will regret not taking the... 2 of Hearts kind of sucks. I will regret not taking the blood penny because I imagine I'll end up... Ooh. Chaos card is kinda very, very good. Like, really, really good. I am very tempted to try and... What is making that noise? What is making... Is that the game? That is. What is... Anyone? It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I'm just gonna assume that it will go away. This has never really happened before. Oh, that was silly. I didn't even really notice. In my defense, I am very much distracted by this constant. But it is the game, so I don't know what there's. I don't think there's much I can really do about it at this stage. It just seems a little bit ridiculous. That's all. I think it'll go away once I reach the next floor. That seems... You know what? I'm gonna Krampus's rage this room away. Somehow still losing hearts to it, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So we'll probably... I mean, ideally, I want to save the card for the lamb, don't I? But at the same time, it's also a get-out-of-jail-free card if I get a particularly horrible room in the dark room. And it kind of feels bad to use a Chaos card on something like that. But at the same time, it could really be our ticket to ultimate victory on this run. I really wish I could get rid of... Maybe, actually, if I exit the run and continue, it'll be gone. Okay, yeah, we have managed to get rid of that. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. No real idea what even caused that, but... I guess it was technically my fault, so yeah, that kinda sucks. I seem to have had a lot of slower, longer runs recently, haven't I? I mean, an hour and 10 minutes on Eve. Cain now is taking his sweet time to do things. I guess I've just not got very lucky with the items that I've been finding. I mean, definitely some good items, but nothing, you know, crazy powerful. Death, potentially useful. Guppy's tail! That is what we needed to see. We have become Guppy. That is beyond excellent. That really, really is. That is what we needed to get in this situation. That makes me very, very, very happy. Dark Bum, do your thing, my friend. Give us another heart as well over here. Come on. I'm just going to be happy to have a tiny planet victory under my belt. I think that's the objective here. And the thing is, we will be getting a lot of flies simply because of the amount of tiers that are going to be passing through things. So it's really going to sort out our damage problems. That makes me ecstatic. And we find our boss on top of that. We're going to go straight in. I know there's technically a heart over there I could go get. But I'm not, I'll be honest, I'm not that bothered. I'm really not. That is a little bit irritating, but nothing I cannot deal with, and nothing yet. So it lives. Let's have ourselves some fun. I got a lot of fly action going on here, which is good to see, and I'm pretty much... Oh, I'm not immune. Normally, whenever I've had pretty flies, I can just kinda... That sucked as well. My speed doing as much damage to me as it physically can. But yeah, normally whenever I've had free orbitals, you're kind of just immune to Mum's Hat, so I'm not entirely sure why I just didn't get to be there. Maybe it's not exactly the same situation I am thinking of. We're going to do a little bit of exploring, just because the secret room is likely going to be known to us, although... Perhaps not. Maybe I just bombed it wrong. It's entirely possible I bombed it wrong. And I did. And money means health. And health means prizes. So that is excellent. We're not going to go anywhere else, though. I just wanted to get that last bit of health and get the one secret room that was pretty obvious. Everything fine over there. No tinted rocks. Not that I can see. Let us go down to the shoal. So yeah, we're definitely reasonably powerful. Nothing crazy. Guppy, obviously, the key that we needed to really make this work. but we'll see. The flies there actually doing a really nice amount of damage, and the explosion surprisingly did really well as well. Can you please, like, pop up? I hate these things so much. Like, I really, really do. And the fly, not letting him get away with any of that shit. And come on, Dark Bomb. There it is. Thank you very much, my friend. That's a little bit annoying, but shouldn't be too much trouble with our flies. Yeah, our flies are really powering through things. And of course, Goat's Head is going to make us immune to Satan's hoof stomps. So now we just need Pyromaniac, and then you have the I'm immune to Satan combo. Or at least Satan's third phase. More accurately, should say. I hate having to go through 2 phases of ghosts in a room. They often pop up. See, it's not their shots that are the problem. It's contact damage when they pop up and you just walk into them. That's when they get you. That's how they get you. It's like shares abroad. It's not the initial impact, but it's what happens after. That would kind of be okay, but again, it's not worth me giving up the potential. Pandora's Box, however, definitely worth using now, as it has practically no effect on the Dark Room and the chest. I think it just gives a single coin on both, which is kind of anticlimactic if you keep it that entire way, but that is the curse of Pandora's Box. We're going to use it and get something that I still really have no idea what entirely it does, so I guess we'll just accept the Black Heart and move on with our lives. Goodbye to you, Loki, and goodbye to you, Chubb. Sweet. So that was a fairly painless room. I mean, I guess we didn't need to do it because we're already Guppy. I have found so many trinkets this run, haven't I? Like, thinking about it, I have found a metric crap ton of trinkets, which is actually really nice. And a troll bomb for our efforts. Really could do Cricket's Head. That would really set this run off nicely, I think. The gate, normally kind of an irritating foe, but when there's only one, you can quite easily play around what he has going on. May as well health up, as it doesn't seem like I'm in Whore of Babylon anyway, so why the hell not? And puberty! Yay! I actually took damage going through puberty there. Haha, that's kinda good. And Mask of Infamy, even more resistance to shots. Why the hell not? Hello, Fistula. Actually, Orbiting Tears is wonderful for Fistula and Teratoma, because you just kinda blitz the room with damage, don't you? Ooh, there we go. Come on, Dark Bomb, it's about time you paid out, and still nothing. You are testing my patience, my friend. And we do actually have a curse room to go in, but do I really want to? I mean, what could I find at this point? Nothing crazy by any means. No tinted rocks going on. We do 2 chaos cards. I mean, clearly then we use a chaos card on the second form of Satan, the most dangerous form left to us. I mean, we just do, don't we? Screw it, I've got a feeling we get the first one free, and my feeling was most certainly wrong, but again, my gut has been known to be a liar. A dirty, dirty freaking liar. My tears are very small as well for how much damage I'm doing, and I'm under no delusion, had I not finished Guppy, I would be very much struggling on this run, so praise be to our cat overlord. Praise be indeed. They're actually going to get off the chain in this. These enemies are off the chain! Ha! Good, good. And we have found Satan. Lovely, lovely. So we're going to use Krampus's Rage on the Fallen, I think, just to immediately get rid of the leeches that do accompany him, and then do a quick bit of damage to him, instantly get rid of him with the Chaos cards, as we can go get another one, and then, oh, okay, it just, a bag of bombs, nice, so it gets rid of the second form as well. That's very, very convenient. I thought we would still definitely have to face the hooves, but I guess if you kill Satan fast enough, and Chaos Card is definitely fast enough, you just get away with it for free. Really, really nice, and I'm glad we didn't have to go into any of the big rooms. That probably would have proved a problem. So into the Dark Room we do go. Ba-bum. But I swear the chests hate me. I mean, I don't know how an inanimate chest could hate me, but I swear it does, you know? And come on, my atoms, give me something good. Guppy's goddamn paw. Ugh. You know, I think Guppy's paw, double tears down, is probably, in this situation, I mean, it'll health cap me, won't it? And seeing as all health that drops is going to be going into Dark Bum anyway, I'm kind of cool with doing that. Let's see where we go. Maybe Whore of Babylon will activate now. Surely it has to. And immediately we get the Poison Touch, which isn't fantastic, but at least it's an item. Normally I go very, very long on the Dark Room without gaining any additional items, so I am totally cool with that. These spiders shouldn't be much of a problem. Basically, of course, we only have to get to the lamb to win the run. I'm kind of just going to sit here and accept any damage I take on double gate, because double gate is very, very irritating, and I got away with that scot-free, which is just alright then. Taurus, I really love as an item. I think it works really nicely, and it actually gives us the speed down that we need to have controllable dodges, which is wondrous. It really, really is. And Mr. Mega for our efforts. And are you a wizard? I am indeed a wizard. Wow, that makes Tiny Planet go a little bit mental, doesn't it? And actually, any health up pills are just basically free soul hearts for us. Goddamn you, Daddy Longlegs. There we go. And we do have double Krampus's Rage. I think we pretty much have this at this point. It was touch and go. It was definitely touch and go. But I am very much content. Ugh. Ugh, go away, Haunt. Just go away. Just please. I don't even like you. You know, you are lucky you got... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're just gonna do it again. There we go. Totally worth it. Double adversary. One of the most irritating rooms you can physically get, and I'm totally cool with just instantly killing it. I really, really am. But I guess we shouldn't count our proverbial chickens till they have, of course, hatched, as we may have a disastrous room that ends up taking all our health, and then, you know, what are we gonna do? Oh my god. So I guess we should wait and see. It may, in fact, we may become incredibly unlucky and take forever to find Satan, such that we have to fight everything, and eventually we get worn down by attrition, which would be a very kind of sucky way to go. Tiny Planet, actually excellent for blocking death scythes left and right. I am very content with that, and also generating a crap ton of flies, and there goes the first death. The second one should not be as big of a problem. One scythe does manage to make its way to us, which is lame, and our item for that... Sometimes I feel like the reward is just not just, but there is not much we can do, for this world is a cruel one. Do I? Well, no, I don't think I do want that, do I? I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I get the feeling that I don't want it. And I'm gonna trust my gut on this one for once, and not actually take it. Tiny Planet is moving the bombs around at an alarming rate, like it really, really is. I am glad I'm not too slow, outrunning war really nicely. My fly is doing a lot of work. Goodbye to you, and Bloody Lust. Wish I'd have got Bloody Lust at the start of the floor. Double Cage, everybody's favorite party animal in room form. Yeah! It's excellent. The party doesn't stop when the cage walks in. The party just keeps going, and it keeps rolling, 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 and it keeps rocking, 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 and then they die. That could have been a lot worse. Glad that happened. Boss room. Ah, I really felt it was. Triple hay, though. Nice to catch up with an old friend, so I'm okay with that. He actually just got completely shoved out the way. That's how desperate they are to say hi to me. And, you know, fair enough to them. Incredibly interesting, as everybody does know. And there we go. We find our boss room, which means we have most certainly won. In fact, we have the kind of flyage let's just see what this flyage does to him. Wow, that is ridiculous. Hang on a minute, where's our other chaos card? Did I... Oh, I picked up other stuff, didn't I? It's back in the freaking... Huh. Well, looks like we're killing them old school, guys. Which, to be fair, you probably prefer instead of me just cheesing it with the chaos card. I bet you were thinking the entire time I was going through Darkroom. Rage. Rage. You realize, oh my god. But fortunately, we are just about powerful enough to still get away with this. Though I am glad I have a fairly large health buffer. I will not deny that. Stop firing tears! I don't even think about doing the little chargy thing. And down goes the body. Good. Good, good, good. And we unlock Able, which I don't hear good things about. But I will, of course, reserve judgment till I find him myself. But for now, guys, what I'm going to do is go grab the Chaos card and just use it on something, because I think it would be a crime to not do that. And then we are going to end the run. So it's been pretty damn cool. I've enjoyed this. A tiny planet victory. Very unconventional set of skills right now. Very specific set of skills, one might even say. And they did win through. I'm going to finally pick this up now. Yeah, I thought it was Cursed Eye. I really did. Oh my god, look at that! That would have ruined us so bad! I mean, we could have... Oh, god, no. Alright, let's choose this room. Huh! We got one of them. We got one of them, team. We got one of them. And we took damage. Typical. Oh, we do get a bonus item. Common Cold. Yay! Alright, guys, my name's been Rage. Remember to like if you've enjoyed this. It really does help support the series, and I do appreciate it. A goodbye. You've been watching.